Miet Dr. Dunayot, Wero Yin, Ketela Med Miet Padek, Ruichi Nong Miet Ne Ikwane Ma Pat, Nong Nala Instant Noodles ni tin ne pichama miet Doro Yoriot. Nong edukan ki supermarket duju may loboman. Peluchat mabuk lim chapa General Enterprises kiti dukan na madek Irafik Building Echikubwe Kampala. Nala Instant Noodles Boil Season Star. Enjoy.
Dakika para bisielo karing chawa ario me ko diko pinino matin sing adek ni due apa wia para wia ni due para dek padu me abora o forma tekema o forma shuma mege
ringe icho ni ning
acho marachu twal pere watika kwano ket mangome tika wat kede ket ma sing karo kede wa ket ma sing poro kede man ket ma yamo na kira koro kede ka chawa ne oromo bena wa wa ngome
I did that anyway.
I've come to realize ni going on metikiano yal turod. Ma hibe to mo be to no for atiano ni.
At some point that's time you realize ni ngi kira yang o to kere to mat ikere to at some point miri itiak to redak chen ga.
Dak yan no mama na tere sham si ke sham ni na si ada. Pera tak ba. Ano karo bo ma ba ko ta tika ma ka picham ema. Kada ba chama ba ko te pe ma.
No ko te gera be pe mare, ko te ma ka ba ba.
No ka be de kon kuma na ma pie ba ma pie na ba mero pore. En to ka pie bo na ki de lo ma be, chalo ket ma itika na no kere ni, nyurni champera tek.
Anyway, back to the point, uringi ko long is become very lemon cloning very fico.
Kono ni pingo, kono ni piani football na no gam pa nero gamenta mo kena ringi kero comparison non tek kitu mera chaka compare ke gamenta ma chon ko wa abiru pagado nyo chon cha do biru bebe
one weng do arati tina in terms of gene ko wa jene ni kumeti icho ko ichama iti mo chi dano ito ina no kito meti wini maduong iken pingi yang no pange. Anyway, afo chuni.
Wo foya.
We de gera ma konya pe.
Wo chak be lo katada. Mero kororo.
Beti twala fo chuni inmate fidi tika mete kanara wa kudiko ene oringo beka doro chawa me press digest ngomati New Vision newspaper abi fo in ma fidi tika mete kanara wani. Kono ngomete kanero highlights mkane markati me Uganda ne lawo waje ibu pito pa Mary Karooro Okurut ma en yango be presidential advisor ai ko media affairs ubere bena minister ubere MP me bishenyu ubere la pok loka ngea kumbere kumuti ma territorial e district me bishenyu bitawa ma mege utoki otyat in Nairobi dar madwong no peng ponge pe goro ko Mary mala wa posting in social media down be ka texting and ada what happened to Mary and ke watching no accident demo karni no ti akinebi accident and I do yoga come mera do o waitone
me a shell chala dano and uti you make a mega and positions ma and obedi here obedi lecturer Makerere University obedi ministers government from 70 idoge ma pat chala dano and awayo ni uti mo mega politically Enoni, it speaks volume. No awano ichama eno for consultation. Piantika mero chung national
MP for the elderly.
Yes, national MP for the elderly. Man wajati asheli yoraj. I've been advocating pi yoma aki karuma mechara inebi. Nebi mechara i arua. And nebi mechero is zombo. Kano topo kwanyo. Megu Karooro Okurut, she would be the first person mechero board president Yuri Kaguta Museveni. Chalo and Beno be the presidential advisor on public relations no wajo ki president Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ni your raj machira tung West Nile. And because of your marach machira West Nile, and I think Urwenyo wajo ni it contributed pitoma megem. And I believe a conversation mono mirote o bet kumbet ana ni de omiaro temo yor jot me jupu yoma aki ki karuma me chere pa kwaj tirane era me poron kenyo anangeo ni area ma ramono wana me gudi. I don't know what exactly happened kono tiamo taka moja your driver yako jemo your driver neno your driver went off the road. That one, I leave it to traffic police. Me watch wa.
But also, ringi, karibena waloke lokumbio, atamo miro wapo lokumbio rokuma megwa. Chakana we are chasing Jimmy Willow when attack twale, a car and ma dante beto queenie. Lubit qui mir we go poe cum yorokoma mege. Because it's not easy being on the campaign trail, Cherka beto qui, choku deco reuni pet. Chakana we will up yorokoma megi, you're dehydrated, pay chamo. Pengo ipo ni genma initi kariyemne tutwali pe bene bi oye so kari bene wati yupe me beto kwi tutwali luchim bibiye kongo tampingo yoro koma meke
man bene on the other hand it is quite unfortunate ni ludiro pagamente again guti gamente eni pe mwaka piera dekki wiye I doge ma pat pegi mero tiyuki oriat matie I lobo magien gotelo gichero talk lo mawago. This should also be another conversation. Why should one go out of the country ma eno bela tela iye chero kano chero kano yat ilobo mo kene ma kono watiki gen mani tela gi magi beru katelo ni gu beru kar metimo jemma be atirane ilok mi health sector. So kangat ma obedo I doge mi minister position ma pat government ene chero talk wow kano ringi ma po bedo la tela mo eken lo me Uganda but you may TV ene no nyurni anong kuona no ti ganta
en mero lok conversation ma po chakatin ma dan lo yema duom tutwale lo tela magi cher ki talk waka kite wai chana ena magi di cher kere waka ni ki yup kere oriyari kan wat yat lo ma komedi chungo after chana ma duong ma ki kerieni regional hospitals kumirima yat pakayeni so and is a conversation that needs to be had ono wameta nyim kitika wae mir ki gony chikari pa la date Robert Chagulanyi Central President pa National Unity Platform makima ene mwaka mukarni kubedi donti buch bidwe ya chaka bungwana pa kimaka NP bedu ki uniform pa kaya kon NPT kaya Korone no mir ki win ki kot pamon ento kera dong chiak ukatin ki ini civilian pa ki winyo koko genyo pidu gi kot pamoni kitika koro winyo koko ne kok pa civilian ke kane do ugale entika wachini ki mi ne bail we kar wako 10 months is long.
Yeah, pen chik melo me Uganda magi kate kere mwakali bachele mi abungwen gu piara abungwen gu abish. Amira for joma gian go bere for that discussion. La uwa bere kalobo a conversation mo bere tie ikare magi bere ka winyo tampa lo member me constitution la submission ma megi ma pat. Dano ma go bieno constituency assembly then go bere kineno ma be pilo me Uganda okero constitution me lo me Uganda tie makai neno the initial constitution bere ma be ikira era lokom toro check kai toro check ngo mer yitimi come the aspect of the bail the aspect of the bond 48 hours according to human rights ni omier ngamo po bere gang vuch me police makaro chawa piara ngwen ya baro gang but mi police teme gwako ngati pitunu mano gitika TV files now we prison can add money remanding and we are all entitled to be remanded and then you apply for what we call bail. Now 180 days is a mandatory days momero ngat monomero better remand makao karo enoni the person is supposed to be released mirge what ngat enoni just la bon lo moye kan piano non Shell the prosecutor has failed me producing enough evidence make katongat energy way so kumbeti Bobby Young ma eno beru chala Shell making volume again go sacrificing kwa ma megi me wot ki Bobby Wine I campaign ma mege I wot ma mege ma en woro ke mako en on allegation mani en gino en ki bon mon food evidence magino me pinning en food is under investigation.
But ingi mana en story en ringi karmani ma civilian maduong no dongu kete ki roko bungi pa mon tutwale lu chungi bibie ma pegitinga ma pegiti mon ero pange pingo pe ki mako gi ki kergi ya ngija chalo jal ene ange merane abili no gu chalo lock on behalf ni taka ki no ki bon ke ento politicians manana ki bon ke tie maduong ringi.
Anyway, it is politics and law at play. You can. Yeah, without politics, we would not have law, and that is why Jomaki Yarogi Constituent Assembly, Yarogi politically, Magian go beyond Mando Gimako, check Makombe Watika Tiukere. So in most cases, check Makikatukere Umiero Utima Be, King at Mati Idoge Kumbeti. So Chak Bob Wine keep up the National Unity Platform under Mano Football by the party People Power movement. You know, member Magian go by the movement mi People Power. Paul Gigo Kar ya line mape wache. Atirane mwakali wario ki Pierre wache le campaign trails. Robert Chagulanyi, Watama Pat. And if there is a campaign ma following from the start up to the last, in 2020, 2021, chala cholo hangayano biro campaign pa Robert Chagulanyi. Kiat mainano no gimako kede ki lutino vulu any the worst. Kuona maneno ubedi Kalangala. They had nowhere to run. Come on, Piurumugio. So they ended up being bounded and arrested. Kelogi Masaka, Kabirima Pat, Jomo Kenga Water, Jomo Ken up to now for Gitty. And among them, for the Bobby Young, and for Gitty, Pidu Iwie, and Pamero. I don't want to discussing the merit of the case because it will be a prejudice of the court. Let us follow the law and speedy expediting process on your yacht.
May win your
bail on
because 10 months large.
Yeah, 10 months large. 10 months taking in a DK calculating Pierre time 10. That's around 300 days. Maybe the gang jailer.
Uyewene amiro atenka Kenya pa wanyo matur konda kwa meta jim kumekite wachi dana magotemo kwalo la lonyo ikumkuoma kumbe tika donyo igi gold tika irmala ki wachi ni abili kumbe mako choario magi wachi kucharo gold ki la lonyo mama aki lobo metaki gold ino ki tera ma gengo wachi ni chene magi mero mechato gold ena ye o million mia beach ki wiye Lokme gold scam. Le monte luongane ni gold scam ko beti ka irlama la wanane e lokangea mukana makete wachi jo mukana go kwalo la lonyo mati aki Nigeria kan kite wae ni gimero chena ye million mia beach kite wachi ni uringi ancha kana pa ye ni watiki gold Uganda ene gold to me is something is like inaccessible wakati kile mon like it's so far from me Ento kumbeti luluranya ne guti ako niyango ni ien ring ite kabiene ien la lonya kibi mi nyiga chela rio mo ni kenyo inde ngi waje ini kum gold da yunge do mukane wen ki chiara ki tera ki tok oti kenyo inera kabe kino kalamo kino jimbo kumana men ka kitimo charo chavon kano ki chara kilo loyo Kumberability watching anything gango investment pembina Uganda. Piando kalolonya mukano winyine Uganda pete chera nikono ranyidwong. We are being put as an alert country. I was shocked ni wa mon bere I need.
Chena tipi dano weng. No dano weng whether it did daho iti la cho wen ti lukuo. Kuo peti pi cho hikan. Nyo kuo peti pi mon kan. Mon ki cho weng kapfut ikoy lobo ene mama na waje ni koy lo ene chama kana nyang kwe ni ko ne wati atpo ko ngo Coming back to the issue of the gold thing, if there's something the profiteers again gitilo me Uganda tigana joma the highly placed gitika no mabe loyo and I lock me chat ki will pa gold ilo me Uganda and Ministry of Energy and Minerals Development Kadibere gitika yelebete motich gima tek me regulating lock me golo lonyo me ten ngom ilome Uganda loopholes for duong mape wache. We have had senior government officials implicated in gold scandals ilome Uganda kany. Kay merong ngayon gold tie area kier karamoja. Inen tish madano gitika temo me golo and gold aone. Now the issue has been the raw gold makai itika gold me itengom any it is supposed to be refined.
No petit ma main command.
Petit ma main command.
No.
Beru gano kuyo. Gano chalo kuyo. So mere ikio, mere lo kipi. Gano chalo apo kingo. Chalo kid ma megi wagi beru kang nyim matie kingom. Kid ma gi sorting kere. So mere ge luwak and oni. So ma donge ene ma inero mila kumano ni. Eroni it has to undergo
another refining.
Another refining process. Then kadong make kitma nung gichara kere. So it is measured in terms of kilogram. Ilome Uganda gold tie kabir ma pol. Tekeni privatization.
We are born in Kwano geographic. Watch gold to toileti ilo me karamoja, ilo me kasese, ingom me kasese tung pinkuya kama minerals duong. Kibena tung kumal me Uganda tie manok. Idiere kan gold baka.
Yeah. Biashara pa gold and pole petika aki Uganda, tika aki the neighboring countries, chalo Democratic Republic me Congo, West Nile angiyoma be biashara pa gold. Kiet magitemo kere kabir magichare gold angiyoma be ki West Nile. Enta luong pa nyuro kabenegi pian it is still being termed to be illegal kind of business. So regulating gold business in Uganda is another big problem. The local company is refining gold in Uganda. Minister of Mineral Development, Energy and Mineral Development for registering a company area can the local companies. So mukarani take companies being owned by foreigners and the dealings that they have pian dealing in gold at risk, and that's why majorly Paul Bajoma giteka gold they are highly placed men in this government.
Gold is a very highly valuable mineral,
and very expensive.
So why is the trade very for lack of a better word, why is it very discreet and pingo ko doing it while?
Yeah, ko doing kare because a shell tiene. It is a very high, valuable, a mineral. It is a mineral, and because of that, when I look mapol igu pokeo, luentie matak because of loanya makumano. La pore Democratic Republic of Congo. Lumunye menara chiara Democratic Republic of Congo. Petit percent Pierre Rio gichiarka guako kwa nywele lobo me Democratic Republic of Congo. But percent Pierre Bor, according to me, gichiar and med gold and lonyo eone. Bien is very, very expensive. Ilo mawa chalo Abu Dhabi gi chero ilo ma tu China gi pian gold any a shell na kila shell any ke no yobu jami ma pol ma pe wache so a small one like this gitiu kede me yopo jami ma kanga to chara in billions kero it is very expensive, and because of this gold kero government mo kana ilo mo kana shun man for the job and get tela eroni in kind of you can be refining and can work cut a block in terms of kilograms
jomago bokwalo lo lonya eniba pe ngara chele can it's a cartel you gonna a chain of luko magichake from reception I wingi hiring wa office my office hiring one gang more gitie wa ki URA receipts gitie and then in just gonna we and then when you magi query wiring
and you know what, imagine a member of parliament from Nigeria coming to do gold business in Uganda and not magi kwalo la member of parliament Nigeria. So a member of parliament from Nigeria coming to do gold business in Uganda. So in there are a lot of loopholes Mautilo me Uganda gold. But
also neno why ni biashara me gold. Pang pingo one waja mabe it's highly valuable. Pingo peti kama leng. Why isn't it regulated? Why isn't it in the open? Mabe makidoro mabe. Jim ne wenki timo manoki kana kera kana kinge kuya.
Charo chato jai.
Yes.
Now pingo meti me kana because you don't want other people to get into the business.
The money is very good.
Yes, control the territory. And that has been how Jomo Kenem, they are highly placed. Yobu Uganda can get a biachara. Long you mean grow from a down to a yubo, dollar malice. Some can is not a child sacrifice. Some can be a char, me gold macumano. And gold scam, we are poor. One of the hotels in Kampala kind. That was around 8 p.m. I think Gaba. The Begani was dealing with a certain Ugandan more. Dubai, and they were supposed to meet. Karman Yeri, my Bion Karatikla Meguni, no Bergi fake gold more. So Mirna Berti Mikwala Meguchana. So when this guy invited the lady, near more grabbing my bag, Mechana, the Meguno, Gamma fake gold, Gilameguni. They drove off.
Yeah.
And Dharma Paul, Makebaro, exhibit Chalopa gold on him, a pole la penyo tea company, gold on a canon exhibit and Chaloquana, because I've never had ni
in Magara and Magitera, not terra, fake.
But they are also
The
genuine
real
one.
The real one,
they also,
in
also
there.
Don't be surprised, the real one is also there. Not money going to write Jabba.
Very watching a giant Makimaro, arresting it. Maka arresting it. So any chain Malacho ringing.
So cut effect, I'm waiting for that moment. Maggie Bill annually Uganda to go and witness get Maggie Wow Key fake gold any.
Yeah.
Without Voro.
Dakbenaka Kimaro office, keep dismantling, keep demolishing. Thank you watching joining getting office, low manoke renting. Keep it board meeting. Get you a kono receipts, may tax coming or wanky.
Well connected. We pour one of Latela money with a law. He also got involved in the gold scam. Kenwelo Mawaha, Machana billion, my dearful, my ulake kiangi, my up to now supply per gold and bote me. So business matimme a tiraneme Uganda, K-share and Tebe international airports, tirane per gold. Nan Jim Church cargo ilomawao, Poleno tea and gold, you know. Ki minerals mo kaya naman ng aki Lobo Democratic Republic mi konga waya aki West Nile biachara pa gold kaya nero kitma joma kilo gold aki Congo biyan ka chara giruke gana chala lupo ya ane pian they don't want to be known pian chana manoy tiga docker ti chana manoko go biya pola me gomogi kwala cha bichel mi dichen chana million mia chel kiwi
Uganda nyingwa dong ti ballet ma ballet dong ballet nene no puro wunya ni lo mo kaya peke mere gidong iket me biachara ento kondo anjwer Uganda yop ketgi wow kikenyi konda kwa chere district me masaka kam kitiga wa kumberi kimio dano tika mingo muduro pa bili me yak ki wachi ni bili kumegite chato muduro gi en muduro ena kitiu kere me vor dano me neko dano wake yak kere yak Puyo wiye kom to mutone ikware I entebene chokton dwe chela ngech ma kiwacho wari pa kapo ario magu bwaka gido chera kinero gini abili masakawe ki makadana rio ro ki biakane bor gu beri katiki madugo pa bili ma waber ka penye kanye yak mak yak nek mak neko igini weng budugo ne kino ki kwe ki kwany mudugo e chia bili ko doctor Kenya ma bili ki beri la bombo budugo ni Kenya because gun misuse is on the rise ringi.
Yeah, former tekama. Achel lok metiu ki mudogo yo mapo pore mo tika nano kumbete mudogo ne bene tika aki bod gamente. Nyote kama len kiat ma kwa otie kere kiat ma jomo kene kwa gi otie kere wajo na nen ma chao so eni kwa nong ilo eni tie ni Nan imako channel mia dek abili mako channel roma private ni mako channel roma it take loan and pol gigi peki ATM card ma megim lo tema gomero kwan gomero be guvure on ma be no inone lock me ayaring lo doro is not news to me pian it is happening it has been happening nak mun nak high profile nak mun nak Uganda kan pole kwa lo doro bara aki bara bili magiti gi gamete na ipenyo mabe pingo pege doctor lo me Kenya mani la bili gen geti yuki baton ge
dogi
you know a post colonial era mi lo me Uganda era fronting lock meti yuki modoro Achel there were many ruminants pa lu moñ ma gen guti idul ma pat ma gu poke it votlo me Uganda yo ma Paul So government felt that it is necessary. Tiang government pam 7 we should also equip police kilo duro. Police gitika handling cases, high profile cases, ma chamu kena jomoti ma arrange ane gitie jo trained soldiers. Ma gen go wero moon ento go dokilo duro kwena ipajo. Tung kumalame Uganda, the Arab boys, then tung wangewa Alice Lakwena, the LRA insurgency, northern Uganda, the Uganda National Front, West Nile, Oris, man in the way with ruminants pa lumuin magen guti gamente pa men. And chama grema men pegutenyo ludori Kampala. So good doctor ludoro kwena gang. Even Uganda National Liberation Army ma la tel wi obedo oborre gamente oboro kelo titolo tua chuli magen go bedo kareno ke Kampala magi be karemo go doctor ludoro the Uganda People's Defense Army, the UPDA. Gian Magorio Tunko Malami Uganda by Godokolo Doro. So it was necessary police should be equipped. Pian they will be handling cases mokenamano these deserters, these ruminants pa dulmon and inogiti katemogen ikin pajo. So for self-defense, pian rwata ki joma tigelo doro. So you also need to have a gun. Pero mo batun karwate kamako ngata tikelo doro, that one cannot happen. So geno karolo doro tie board game. But now the issue has been the remuneration. Sure, pa abili ma yumi ludoro shenge. Tieni ning pian emi ludoro ki ngat eni wangeo ma be ludoro ke tiyo kele you can get rich quick. That is the fact. Ilo Uganda ma shek pa ludoro tie ma teko man ene. So like lo wo lo kan I gena ma ruwa ilok me ayak ma ruone no bo mon en ki joma di maho gi chane la pende tiene jono no bo mon ning la gochi mono penyo bene nia jono no bo mon ning nyo kono ne ka pe gitika gamo gitika
oringi manyuti ne kumbeti kilungo gine Jimmy Pamon there's a gonna unified word mananja kiti
the fatigue, military fatigue
that will include gonna bungi wagi utokgi Wamuduro, yes, firearms. Very wide on. Even if you're interested, you can actually get it, whether through through hiring, wila. So maybe more in Kongdok me can go tight in news gay lokum Jimmy Mamege.
From experience, mangeo kiet meti yukili dore mwenye barracks mabere ngeo ni akaba bana bedo kachiaro for Lindsay.
Lindsay ingon.
Lindsay ane core. Core. Chiaro ka core di town gi chiaro ka war the town di wo kagwako town gi kagwako gano I patrol ano Lindsay lab Kiswahili. So inoni every evening omiaro gen go chiaro signing lu do ma gen go ka tiu ke de wo magengenya oringi utieki A47 number makuman kuma pia lu do wen ticket number ne and well registered kalu do moti Uganda kan but it's not registered then that gun entered the country illegally maybe aki South Sudan your DRC pia lu do wen are registered so lu do number ena ngena gimi ko ringi Ichawa makuman, inino makuman, uchira kede kabiru makuman. Early in the morning, latest shower shell kinucho. Umira kiyo Lindsay, nyoe patrol ena dugi, adwak muludoro kwena I Amora. Amora eti kabiru megwako ludoro, ma idok gang labon ludoro moeken. You only have access to the gun when you are going for official duty. Logmane mechira ka matoko kiludoro, yes, it was there. Before 2005, we are poor mabe. Chama nong kateki lok mani omiero ludoro chaka daki Amora when now LRA gishwalo gio out of northern Uganda. Okay, dong kiwayo ludoro no gwa ko beru shiro gama ki Amora. But then oberni chiarka namo ne kero ludoro ken bari kan imaro chupario moni pian at any time war moro mchake lwen moro mchake. So you would use the gun at your will. But that was in the past. Kumberno kitmanong lobo Uganda pie kere luduro dogitika kwok. Dogitika mako tuo. Tika mako nyal. Dongi no ni ngat mo wai ne. Wen pega tika nano luduro kan nano. So
apega ki moranga ota ko tiki gine na maka. Ringi ke mi achel
mo hong. Keba ko bedbo anto gwaka beba.
Te wachi anam
gwaka be. Kaya maki, you try it, so that is how these guns that belong to government, kitika tiyo kere.
Ano waka penya tip la penya machelo awaje ne. Maybe it's high time Makichaka revising Niki Kwan Muduro kitchen ability because ability be being emotional. Kumbetini log for so many weeks locom cho remuneration pa bidding. Pa bilik was security officers.
Lumun bena biligan be.
Chul mati manok ngarmoni chin wiching the whole day. Po chamu ketika nakone ine bine irete we uchilu tino top kikenega. So to curb emotional imbalance and kibena dong chan mo na makono wa ngar mo hiring mudone maybe it's high time they thought about check me kwan mudoko kitchen ability.
Yeah, that is better, and it has to be case by case, not Lumoko. There are areas in Uganda has been divided into different regions. So Pera kwan in the whole country. Area Mukana is at the risk, especially Karamoja. Yes. When you were there, Karamojong and Guchago no access to Ludoro at Tirane Karma Kariamo Gamante Pamin. They left guns in barracks in Moroto, and so the Karamojong took advantage to go and raid the guns in Moroto barracks. I look at Maludo Chawanya, Keriching or John, Akachelki, Locomodo, Kidian, Kiturokana, Ilo Mekenya. And on Kai Quanum do reaching police, Kachel Kitching, Tinglum, Magiti Karamoja, Roma Chali Wadoni, is sacrificing Quopal Abili, Kacheklumo, and Manogian Geti, Itunkumalakono. Then it area Misodan Kono, border, Lachinchana district, Mayumbe. So area Aronati, area Miaroludoro, give me itching Joanna, give bed quite at any time.
Yes,
something can happen.
Yeah, it would be a good idea. Met him in sessions.
In sessions.
How it will work, documented.
How the security of that area is about.
Doc no bena kitiki alternative. Kaya kwani mudoko kitching a billy, chidong mon kono, walk a tiny ching mon.
The only scenario mangyo magekwanyo ludoko kitching a billy and Kamano president tie kachere ear. So you will not have access to your gun. The guns will only be with the Presidential Guard Brigade or the SFC. In the carry pistol will be taken away, returned, wangmano yubotum. That's what I witnessed with my eyes. I think goni jemomano winya nana kwa.
Very well, we ene matiti mekin pinga eno, America wa yue manok padak madugi.
Solio, kibiriti mabeloyo. Solio, kelo der maleng loy loboni. Nonge dukan ki supermarket duju may loboman. Lichatone aye chapa General Enterprises. Ginonge dukan number de Kirafik Building, Ichikubo, Kampala.